jazz musicians have always taken things from other genres and done their thing. That's what jazz is. It's just like an excuse to improvise, So I was brought up listening to a lot of pop music. In England, I lived in a town called Burnley, which is in the northwest of England. And every Sunday with my dad, we used to listen to the radio. And it was all quite exciting, like who was going to be number one. I mean, it actually mattered, It's like almost like a sporting thing, And I remember back in those days, David Bowie had his that period with Ashes to Ashes and Let's Dance, that period of Bowie. And I had a little cassette recorder, and I recorded the radio, So I wasn't so into Bowie at that time. And then I came to live in France. And I don't know how I just started listening to the old Bowie stuff, I bought the CDs, Hunky Dory, Ziggy Stardust. That's the way I've always been. I kind of get into an artist and I get a little obsessed with the artist, and I have to have everything. Then of course Bowie came back, didn't he? He came back in the early 2002 with some fantastic albums, Heathen, Reality, and then he toured, and I saw him twice in Paris with a fantastic band. I mean, and the musicians were just incredible, So I just got really into Bowie, but like what he was doing right now, So I was open to everything he was doing. Jazz musicians have always taken things from other genres and done their thing. That's what jazz is you just it's just like an excuse to improvise, So I didn't it's not a complicated arrangement. I listened to the Bowie version, Moon Age Daydream, and I sat at my piano and got my pencil out and wrote the melody, wrote the chords, and I added an intro, like the intro that you hear on the album. It's got nothing to do with the original, and then it was just a case of how is Bojan going to interpret it? That's the thing, because I mean nobody's singing right in the band, so it's a melody which is normally sung by Bowie, replaced by the piano. It's not the same thing at all. So so Bojan kind of he changed things around, and it was really nice to hear Simon playing in this kind of rock style, I mean, he's such a versatile drummer. So that's Moon Age Daydream, which is played in trio, and then we got Ashes to Ashes, which I did as a solo bass piece. So it was kind of, well, like I was saying earlier, that was the one tune that really was important to me when I was growing up. One of the songs I like the most. And then it was just a case of it was like a challenge actually to play that on the bass. So I'm playing the melody that Bowie sings on the bass, and I'm also playing the bass part at the same time. So it's like a double string thing. So it was a challenge to me, and something a little bit different. Bojan has also recorded Ashes to Ashes with his trio. But this is completely different. I mean, he kind of concentrated on one part of the song, and for me, it's something different. So I have a lot of respect for David Bowie, for everything he's done for music. So it's my little dedication to him.